Alchemist, where you at? Alchemist, come out and play, yay! Alright, folks, let's get into it. Bitcoin struggling at that 19K mark, about to lose it, looking weak on the daily. ETH lost that $1,300 mark, 1270, BNB 268. XRP taking a breather, 49 cents. Charles and his little project there coming in at 39. Solana 31.5. Rounding out that top 10, you got Doge at 5 cents and Polkadot 6, 1. Alright, so welcome Alchemists. See you on the West Coast. I see you on the East Coast. Alright, let's take a look at what's happening. Obviously the markets were closed today. It was a holiday. We're going to jump into some charts and other stuff in this one. Alright, Alchemist. Come out and play, yay. See you East Coast, West Coast. Alright, let's do this. Bitcoin struggling to hold that 19K mark. $19,017. ETH lost $1,300. We're at 1276 right now. BNB 268. XRP coming in at 49, taking a breather. Charles little baby there. ADA at 39. Solana 31.5. Rounding out the top 10. Doge at 5 cents and Polkadot at $6.20. Alright, let's get right into it, folks. A lot going on, a lot to cover. So, crypto market cap, let's take a quick peek in. And way below that $1 trillion mark. Like, we may see that 10K after all, folks. Bitcoin struggling to hold on to that 19K. 12 to 14, let's go. Take a look at XRP. Taking a little breather. Okay. XRP, this token here, is solving real world problems with real utility cross-border payments. Going to change the financial infrastructure, folks. If you don't know, now you know. Check it out. Let's look into it. See what we got. So the markets were closed. Obviously today's a holiday, and take a look at some other markets. Alright. Tomorrow could be hopeful. You know how that could change on a dime, so we'll see. Fear and greed still sitting at what, 22. We'll take a look, see if that's moved at all. Alright, we're up 24. Okay. Now, let's talk about this. Hardcore legislation coming in, regulations. The American Blockchain Pact, whose advisory board is led by this physicist dude who claims to be one of the inventors of blockchain, recently published a federal legislative roadmap in magazine National Interest Techland. They compiled a list of 10 legislative proposals to protect investors without inhibiting innovation. Somehow, I find that hard to believe. They're trying to implement this money transmit license, and that's going to severely limit the amount of exchanges and who's granted those licenses and all that kind of stuff. So, trying to get control of this thing, folks. They're trying to lock it up through regulation. Stand by, because that is coming. Stable coins, and then from there, clarity for the giant, yes, utility for the new global economy. When mass adoption kicks in, folks, and this thing takes over, this price will explode. You'll see 2 digits, and then FOMO will kick in. The masses will be trying to get on, and it's just going to blow up. It's going to be out of control when the mass adoption hits. People realize this is the hardest money on planet Earth that's solving a real problem. Now, it's taking a little breather. That's okay. Back to that 2 for $1. It's a sweet spot. It's not as sweet as the 33 cents was, but it is what it is, folks. I mean, when this thing blows up, I don't think it's really going to matter whether you picked it up at 33, 38, 42, 45, 49, and $1, $3. When the FOMO kicks in, don't FOMO in around $10. Just maybe grab a bag now, 2 for 1. Not financial advice. Now, shout out to DAI. He's got some good stuff here. Let's check this out. More on regulation.
Quash innovation.
What do you think of how Gary Gensler, the chair of the SEC, and how he's approaching it?
One of the things that I hear from founders is that they're very confused because they get told, come in, register, just come in and talk to us. But you have the one company who's done the ultimate act of going in and registering. Coinbase filed an S1. And still, there's a lot of saber rattling still going on, I think. And again, I don't want to single out the SEC, and I don't want to suggest that anything they're doing is bad. I do think, though, that right now there's a lot of confusion. And one of the pieces of confusion stems from the fact that, and it started with the ICO mania back in, 2016, 2017, I can't even remember which year now, where the SEC was very loud about securities. A lot of them were securities. But the space has changed. And so to still view it through the ICO lens when so much has happened over the last 5 years in the space.
Folks, comprehensive legislation is coming. Buckle up. Once this space has clarity and these giant institutions are allowed to adopt this and actually move into it, and that is coming, folks. It's not if, it's when. Now, let's take a look at this. We were talking about this in the last video, so I'm going to jump into this. Credit Suisse CEO says bank will rise like a phoenix. Now, where have we heard that before? The XRP army says this thing will rise like a phoenix. Now you got Credit Suisse CEO talking how the bank will come out of the ashes. That's where the phoenix rises from, folks, the ashes. They're saying right here, in a new report, Credit Suisse offers their research and expertise on blockchain, declaring that it will fundamentally change every aspect of banking and finance in the next 10 years. Furthermore, the report comes to the same conclusion as Ripple on the question of these shifts will occur and when the most significant impact cross-border payments. This is coming, folks. The floodgates will open, that flip of the switch moment will happen, and all the liquidity pools will flow. All the banks will use this. They call it the banker's token for a reason. This thing is going to blow. Strap in. Stand by. Now, shout out to Cobb. He's got the goods right here on this clown. Bill Hinman. If you know who he is, this guy was the head chair before Dirty Gary Gensler of the SEC Securities Exchange Commission, and basically he was working with Simpson Thacher's law firm while he was colluding with the SEC on the Ethereum free pass. And basically he gave a speech saying that Ethereum is basically a commodity and gave them a free pass, and then sued Ripple on the way out when his law firm obviously had vested interest in the Brooklyn project, Ethereum. And everybody knows it. And now his calendar's out, and it shows that he had met with Simpson Thacher and Joseph Lubin and all those guys at Ethereum, Vitalik, and probably were wined and dined. And, you know, they came to an agreement. And who knows if Billy's cousin, aunt, sister, brother, friend had a big bag of Ethereum at the ICO. I'm sure they'd pick one up. I mean, I'm just saying. Not accusing him of anything, but wouldn't you think? All right, moving on. Now, why the Federal Reserve has made a historic mistake on inflation. Everyone's talking, has he gone too far? Does this guy know what he's doing? The Fed has gone too far. Everyone's talking about this guy. People are saying he has no idea what he's doing. He's already wrecked this thing. We're headed for not garden variety recession, but massive depression. Maybe he's wrecked it. You know, we'll see looking forward, but that's on the horizon. We got that meeting coming up November 1st and 2nd, so we'll keep a close eye on that. All right, now he's also under pressure from the UN. United Nations agency warns of recession linked to imprudent monetary policy. They're all putting pressure on the Fed to pivot. They're like, you're killing us out here. Currencies around the world are getting wrecked. Slow down, take it easy. Who knows what he's going to do? Who knows? People are saying he went too far already. He thinks, got to keep going. He wants to be a hero, save the day. Maybe he's gone too far. Only time will tell, folks. All right. Now, with that, I think that's about it, folks. Until the next time. Oh, before we go, let's talk about this guy. Looks like YouTube is not pulling his video, that Trump won video, despite the fact that he didn't win. However, I think he's coming back and he will win. You know, politics are not my thing, and I don't really care either way, but I don't think a lot that is going on right now would be going on if, you know, the big bad orange man would come back. So, with that, I'm going to wrap it up. Thanks for coming. Till next time.